Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Katholina with the evening news. The headlines. Nagaland celebrates its 58th Statehood Day. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio pays gratitude to founding leaders who ensured creation of Nagaland state with special constitutional provisions. Nagaland Governor R.N. Ravi unveils bust of founder architect of Nagaland, Dr. Imkongleiba Au. Nagaland celebrates World AIDS Day. And former Chief Minister Dr. S.C. Jamir says it is important to remember a day which is chosen to be Nagaland State Inauguration Day. Nagaland celebrated its 58th Statehood Day today with various programs held across the districts. The state's level program was held at Nagaland Civil Secretariat Plaza, Kohima. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio undertook the General Salute and delivered the Statehood Day speech. Rio, in his speech, said the people remember with immense gratitude all those leaders who, by their sacrifices, far-sightedness and determination, ensured the creation of Nagaland State with special constitutional provisions as the 16th State of the Union of India on 1st December 1963. Rio said Nagaland has seen development and progress, and the quality of life enjoyed by the people has seen a marked improvement, though many challenges still remain. On the occasion, Rio extended warmest greetings to the people of the state and, in particular, the people of Noklak district, the youngest district of the state. Rio exuded confidence that Noklak district will soon attain high level of development. Earlier, the event began with a review of parade by Nagaland Director General of Police John Longkumar. On the occasion of 58th Statehood Day, Nagaland Governor R.N. Ravi today unveiled the bust of Dr. Imkongleiba Au, President of Naga People's Convention at Raj Bhavan. Dr. Imkongleiba Au was the founder architect of Nagaland State. Governor Ravi paid rich tribute to the founding fathers of Nagaland and the leaders of the Naga People's Convention and countless Nagas whose sacrifices created the state. He said Nagaland will always remember them with utmost gratitude. The governor said, from time immemorial, Nagas have been a freedom-loving people and had cherished freedom through centuries from interference in their way of life. He, however, said this freedom came at a heavy cost. Ravi said the birth of Nagaland is triumph of the politics of peace over politics as of violence. He said Nagaland state is not a temporary arrangement. It is an enduring entity, and Article 371A of the Constitution is a sacrosanct commitment to the people of Nagaland. He said all must rise above divisive, violent politics and embrace unity, peace and prosperity for a better future of our children and generations to come. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio thanked all countless Nagas who carried the Naga issue and acknowledged the leaders and participants of the Naga People's Convention. Rio also extended gratitude to the Government of India for recognizing us. On the occasion, 6 family members of the Naga leaders were also felicitated. Joining the globe, Nagaland today celebrated World AIDS Day across the districts of the state. Marking the day, special financial grant was given to children living with HIV and people living with AIDS in all the districts. A total of 42 children living and infected and affected by HIV will receive the special educational grants of 12,000 rupees per child per year. At the state level, one-time special grant of 10,000 rupees were awarded to deserving 33 PL HIV families, which included 3 families each from all the districts. Principal Secretary, Health and Family Welfare and Chairman ANSACS, Amardeep Singh Bhatia, emphasized on the need to act differently to reduce the prevalence of HIV/AIDS. He said, despite considerable progress made among the high-risk groups, the state's adult HIV prevalence rate at 1.45% continued to be 7 times higher than the national average of 0.22%. He observed that the prevalence of HIV among the general population is mainly indicated by the high prevalence rate among pregnant women during testing. Bhatia emphasized on increasing testing among pregnant women to ensure 100% coverage. Former Chief Minister S.C. Jamir today said it is important to remember a day which is chosen to be Nagaland State Inauguration Day. Jamir said 57 years ago on this day at Kohima, the political status of the Naga people was determined as a unique political entity by providing Article 371A, a special provision for Naga people. He was speaking at the unveiling of the bust of Dr. Imkongleba Au at the Raj Bhavan today. He said, "For the past 57 years, we have not been able to seriously reflect, introspect and retrospect as to why we celebrate December 1 as Statehood Day." Hinting at how the Hornbill Festival has overshadowed the Statehood Day, Jamir said, "We all should remember 1st December has got tremendous significance politically and religiously." Emphasizing on the need to take Nagaland forward, Jamir called upon the people to rejuvenate their thinking, reorient approach and rebuild Nagaland a peaceful, united, progressive and strong. Jamir also extended his greeting to the people on the Statehood Day and wishes for Christmas season. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. A team of Naga Students Federation (NSF), accompanied by Au Students Conference (AKM), visited Tsarangkong Range along the border with Assam, where the economic blockade imposed by some Assam-based organizations is still on. Addressing a press conference today at the AKM office, the visiting NSF team led by Vice President Devi Yano said that the purpose of the visit was to extend solidarity to the affected people. The NSF team also met with Au Sindan Village Council and leaders of Tsarangkong Range, Naga Youth Front, and had a thread bar discussion on the present border issue. Yano said that after the visit, they have come to know the ground reality and added that the issue will be taken up with the government. He said Naga people have been at the receiving end from time to time and that the government should wake up to the reality. He also said that the government should speed up with the Foothill Road project immediately. Former NSF General Secretary O. Wati Jamir said that there was clear indication that more than 1 kilometer land has been encroached by Assam. He said that the people will not be intimidated through the economic blockade. He also added that the visiting team has apprised the DC and SP Mogokchung today. Total COVID-19 positive cases in the state have gone up to 11,209 with report of 23 new cases from Dimapur today. Nagaland Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangnupom in a tweet informed that 108 more patients have recovered today, taking the total to 10,194. Meanwhile, the state has a total of 840 active cases. A joint consultative meeting of Eastern Naga People's Organization (ENPO) and 6 tribal bodies held at Dimapur today decided that the 6 tribal bodies of Eastern Nagaland shall participate in the 14 Naga tribes meeting only in regard to a unified Naga political solution as initiated by ENPO. ENPO Media Cell said the consultative meet resolved that the tribal bodies of Eastern Nagaland shall not participate in the 14 Naga tribes meeting without prior consent from the ENPO. Further, it was decided that the tribal bodies of Eastern Nagaland shall not participate in the formation of 14 Naga tribes forum as proposed. The meeting resolved that ENPO shall not allow any undue taxation and unnecessary deductions by any individual, agent or group against all the ongoing road constructions within Eastern Nagaland. It was further decided that ENPO shall not compromise the quality of workmanship from any contractors in its jurisdiction. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps: wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water or use hand sanitizer, and follow social distancing. To end the news, the headlines here again. Nagaland celebrates its 58th Statehood Day. Chief Minister Nipurio pays gratitude to founding leaders who ensured creation of Nagaland State with special constitutional provisions. Nagaland Governor R.N. Ravi unveils bust of founder architect of Nagaland Dr. Imkongleba Au. Nagaland celebrates World AIDS Day. And former Chief Minister Dr. S.C. Jamir says it is important to remember a day which is chosen to be Nagaland State Inauguration Day. That's all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.